Another one is using resources that are in the community. I have paper back here. You folks probably already know this stuff, but I have the resources for Thurston County for support service, social services, and that's back there on the table, including like long-term care ombudsman numbers, so that and I think that if we think we can do this by ourselves, then that exhaustion and all those things start triggering up because there's too much to do. So pulling in any kind of public resources that you can. The other one is what I call the solution, and I think that kind of is the idea that there is no one solution and there's no quick solution. That it's going to take time to work some of these things through. And maybe this would work and that would work. There's two solutions. Either one of them would work. Then you line up against the other issues, the other guidelines, and say, well, yeah, but this one is, or she wants that, or whatever it happens to be. So there may be more than one solution, so that you don't have to feel like, I have to get this right. I have to get the one right answer. That's more like a multiple choice, that there may be a couple different answers to it, a couple solutions. When I worked at Catholic Community Services, I worked in the Independent Living Program, which was a program that brought in-home care, aides into the home, and a lot of times it was bucking the system, that they didn't want as much help as we would be able to offer them, and as much help as they think the family thought they should be getting. An example, one of the ideas is to go from the minimum amount of help to the maximum amount of help, so that just have somebody come in once a week to vacuum, and then they'll go away. And then after you get used to Betty or Sue or whoever's doing the vacuuming, then pretty soon, she could also do your laundry for you. And then you add in laundry. And then she could cook some meals for you and add in cook. So the idea of, you don't have to come up with a solution that's going to be your final grand finale, or what you think your goal solution is. You can start at a solution a little bit easier to take, and then gradually work your way up. And that really was evident when we needed someone for personal care. The thought of bringing somebody in to help you take a bath was just beyond what a lot of people could take. But if that person has been here for a while and you know that person and everything, and then the person can add in that service, and it's not quite as overwhelming. So, and then another one is it's an ongoing process, which I think is the most frustrating, because when I get to the point that I got the answer and everything's real nice and smooth and it's all figured out and everything's going good, it changes. Health gets better, you got to cut back. Health gets worse, you got to add in. So the whole process is going to always be changing. And when you're looking at that as a guideline, you can see that you don't have to come up with one thing that's going to work for the next 10 years. You're going to always be thinking of these issues. Go back, talk to mom about that person, the communication. Is it working well? Do you like that? Da, 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 whatever it happens to be. Do you need more? Do you need less? What other social services? Whatever it happens to be. All of this process is always changing, because the needs of the person are always changing. So, and my big guideline, the one that I strongly suggest to people, is prayer. When you're facing one of those kind of decisions, just pray for wisdom. Pray to the Holy Spirit, give me the gift of wisdom to be able to come up with the right answers, and to be able to listen, to be able to hear what they're saying, to be able to access to all of it, all of those guidelines. You take the time to be praying over it, and that is a support. Again, people of faith have that gift and have that support. If you're working with someone that doesn't have that gift, you'd have to come up with a different scenario of what would help them, support them. But we're lucky enough that we have an instant coping skill that we can start praying, and do the best we can.